First Dibs, sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. 85 years they are celebrating. Let their family help your family with places all over Connecticut and a couple new ones in New York. All you got to do is dial 844-999-9999. So first Dibs question of the day, should Giants fans be mad about winning that game against the Colts yesterday and losing the first pick in next year's NFL draft?
No, they should not. I am so anti-tanking these days. You know what people that root for losing are, Dibs? You know what they are? Losers. You don't want to be a loser, man. Go down the street and ask the Jets. Ask the Jets how the tanking's been going.
Although your Colts tanked for luck, and that worked out pretty well.
Did not win a Super Bowl, and we paid him $60 million when he left, and he left us very high and dry.
The suck for luck year was fun.
No, it wasn't.
No, the losing wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
You got a damn good quarterback.
For a little bit, and it never paid off anyway. And what we should have done was finish wherever we finished, cultivating a winning culture, and drafted linemen.
Listen, I would never tank.
I
finished in fifth the year before we won the World Series.
You always say that.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Trust me, we were playing with AA guys because everybody's beat up, and everybody was calling us losers, and we were like 25 out of first place and fifth place, and it was painful. Pete got lifetime ban. That was a bad year, 89.
And Brady Quinn said this morning. I'm so glad he said this. There is not a coach or a player in the NFL that sits down during the week and thinks we need to lose this game.
No,
there is not one thought that
Drew
goes
Lock
through
is
their
trying
head.
to keep his job.
Drew Lock's trying to stay in the NFL.
Guys are trying to keep their job and stay in the NFL and not go to the UFL or somewhere else.
Is Drew Lock going to be there next year?
Exactly. That's my point. So to play a good game, to be a backup guy and play. I mean, I'm watching the guy that's he's a left-handed dude for the Falcons.
Penix.
Yeah. And so I'm watching Penix, and I'm like, this guy is as high as he was drafted. There's still so many people that doubt that guy could play in the NFL. And I'm thinking that guy's one of so few that ever step on an NFL field. And it always bothers me when people are like, this guy can't play. This guy. I'm like, F you. You're out of your mind. These guys are so – it's same thing in the major leagues. The same thing in the NBA. Nobody tanks. Nobody's thinking I've got this locked up. But, there might be a few guys that have played 15 years and have made hundreds of millions of dollars. That is the 1% of the 1%. All right? The other guys are always fighting for their lives, always fighting to stay. The NFL is the worst. The not for long that we joke about, no, there's reality. You could throw the numbers out there, but, man, it is never for long because these guys are one slipping on a banana peel away from being on the unemployment line. So, no, there's no way you could be like, you should lose so we get the first. Dude, you don't start the season that way. Your job's to win championships.
And the other thing about the suck for luck year, didn't we all kind of know that Andrew Luck was going to be great? Like, there was no real debate.
There's no doubt, right.
The debate was, we going to be better than Peyton because they were sending Peyton to Denver to bring in Luck. That was the debate. It wasn't like, is he going to be a Jamarcus Russell? Right. It wasn't going to be a bust. Now, my question is for the Raiders fans that are mad, for the Patriots fans that now are sitting on the hot seat at number one, oh, gosh, got to lose next week just to keep that number one. Who are you going to get? Who is the person you're sucking for? Because I knew when the Colts were sucking, they were sucking for the lucky guy. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is the guy that the Giants are going to be wanting. Like, the best guy at the top of most people's draft board is Abdul Carter, a edge rusher from Penn State. Then you got to get to Ashton Genty, the running back from Boise State, before you even get to someone from Colorado. It's not Shedeur Sanders, it's Travis Hunter. So, like, I don't know who you're sucking for.
All right, so Sam Darnold's a first-round pick. Was Mekhi Becton a first-round pick?
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley a first-round pick?
Yeah.
You all gave up on those guys and sent them packing.
So no matter who you're going to get, you're going to leave anyway.
So if you either don't keep them as you've developed them or you even have a good quarterbacks coach that can develop Sam Darnold, then you're screwed.
It's a wash.
So there's so many intangibles. The Vikings love. My brother's a Vikings fan. And when they were up 2 scores, by the way, 10 minutes, my brother's pissed at me now. I'm like, oh, you guys are fine. And then all of a sudden the game starts going south. He's like, oh, my God, I can't believe you jinxed them. I'm like, oh, yeah, I jinxed them. And that's that. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I jinxed them. But that's the way people live and die with these players. I mean, it's, so many people were so fired up. 75 seconds 2 years ago, Aaron Rodgers goes down.
Oh, God.
And then how awful has he been this year?
4 wins? We got 4 wins on the year?
I think you have 4 wins, but yesterday was awful to watch the Jets play. You weren't even at that game. You guys didn't even show up. You didn't get off the bus. And it's like, man, and the Giants, by the way, that was your first home win of the season. You were 0-8 at home. Who is 0-8 at their own venue in football? Nobody. I think Carolina's got more wins at home than you do. So, yeah, they needed that win for a lot of different reasons.
The other thing I think about, too, for these Giants fans is Patrick Mahomes, not number 1 overall. Tom Brady, definitely not
sixth
number 1
round,
overall.
199.
Like all these
198 dudes ahead of Tom Brady.
All these quarterbacks that you want, they weren't picked in the number 1 spot. So,
by the way, I love Tommy. He's a tough listen.
Man, you're still hating on Tommy.
I'm not hating on him, man. During his opening monologue, he forgot one of the losses that even the game he was doing. I can't remember what I was watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Getting his sea legs. Still getting his sea legs.
$35 million a year helps, though.
A lot of pressure.
All right, we got a list, though. You're already doing stuff, man.
This is Kurt.
Kurt's got a list.
Kurt found it on the internet.
All-time men's hoopsters from UConn?
Must be true.
There you go. We'll be right back.